Aloha everybody and welcome to part 16 of Mega Man ZX. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on with the plot. We're going to stop the dig and get down to Area M and find the Model W core. We defeated all the 8 pseudoroids, we repaired all the biometals, and now we have access to the password that will get us inside. So Area M is located in Area A. It's actually right next to the area where we fought Leg Anchor, I don't care. Instead of going to the right and crawling through the narrow passageway, instead we're going to take the higher route, and that's where it is. We could have gone there before, but again, since we didn't defeat the 8 pseudoroids, we didn't have the password, so we couldn't open the door to get inside. Now we do. How are you supposed to know Area M's here? I've beaten this like a dead horse, I know, but like, you just got to explore and hopefully find everything, because they don't really point you in the direction of where to go. Or tell you how to use your abilities. No, I don't care when Floof says it at one certain time in the game. He doesn't say shit now. He doesn't say shit the first time you talk to him. Still cryptic information. Still a flawed game. But you know, I still like this game, so I don't know what I'm complaining about. But anywho, we got all the body chips, they're all equipped. I got all 4 sub-tanks, my life up, my health meter is the highest it could possibly be, and everything's hunky-dory, so I think we're good to go after Model W. Now we're in Area M. Model W is close. We'll open the door when you're ready. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Everyone, input your passwords. I am the wind that blows through the sky, Ventus Eris. I am the water that flows across the land, Glacius Passio. I am the fire that brings heat to all life, Flamma Wheeze. I am the shadow that never leaves the side of justice, Umbra Profess. I am the light that illuminates all possibilities, Lumine Infinitus. I am the courage that fights for beliefs, Fortitude Creed. And booyah, the door is open. Let's go. The rest is up to you. Now this door was presumably to lock away Model W, and it was locked away with passwords made by the Biometals, and we know from the backstory that CL actually designed the Biometals after the legendary heroes and used their consciousness until she mind-wiped them for some reason, and so we can blame CL for this whole locked door situation. However, the bad guys have been digging, so supposedly they're already in here, and that's why we're fighting this eagle dragon thing. For America! This one's not so bad. It's pretty much the exact same thing as the dragon-type robots in the Huracan stage. The only difference is, this time when he rushes towards where you're usually standing, he doesn't raise up quick enough, so you actually have to dash at the very last second, otherwise he's still going to clip your head. But if you're dashing, your body is low enough that he'll just miss it, you know? So wait, dash! There we go. Otherwise though, you're just waiting for the scream, and then he'll bounce the waves off the side of the wall, or the side of the non-existent wall. And, you know, he occasionally has this thing where he also shoots, like, these little spears into the ground, and then he'll shoot spears into the ground that he didn't shoot, and that's when you want to charge up a shot and take out the first set of spears so that you can go there in order to dodge the next set of spears, you know? Otherwise, though, this area is not too bad. A lot of the more traditional enemies are in this place. They do have this new crystal enemy, but the only time I really get damaged by this thing is when it accidentally teleports right into me and I couldn't see it coming. Otherwise, I don't even know if it shoots like lasers or energy beams or whatever. I usually just slash the crystal into pieces before it gets to do anything, so hey. But Area M is a grotesque, weird-looking place. It's filled with spikes, so there is that one-hit kill possibility, but I don't think that it's one of the more challenging final areas in all of Mega Man. It's actually pretty tame and pretty okay as long as you keep your wits about you. Anywho, in this area, folks, I can crawl into here and take a huge shortcut in order to get to the next room, because if you look on the bottom screen, there's actually a little crawl space, and it'll drop you all the way down. But this is a Let's Play, and I have to show off the areas, so I'm going to take the left pathway anyway. But it's worth noting that you punch that block with Model F, and then you crawl in as a human, and you can take a nice and big shortcut. Not huge, it saves you like 30 seconds, but whatever. 30 seconds is 30 seconds, damn it. That's very, very useful. I wouldn't say the bosses of this stage are super, super hard, so you don't really need to grind for energy for your sub-tanks. The only time the bosses are ever going to be a real problem that you might need sub-tanks, at least numerous sub-tanks, if you're not very skilled at Mega Man, I guess would be the final level, because that's when they're going to start having the boss rushes, and the final boss is a multi-formed, multi-tiered battle, so... but this area is not too bad. This area, though, the one I'm in, there's water everywhere. It's constantly rising and lowering, and it lowers just low enough that if you're still in the water and you don't have a place to go, the spikes will damage you and kill you in one hit, so don't do that. I occasionally like to wait for the water to get rising, and then I dash as far ahead as I can. There are spikes everywhere, on the ceilings, on the floors. You do not want to touch them. One-hit kill. They are not fun. I'm surprised there wasn't a body chip to survive like one instance of spikes. I'm pretty sure there was a Cyber Elf that let you do that in the Zero series. But it's been a while since I played those. But Area M, we're pretty much done it. Again, it's not the most challenging of final areas in the game. We're already at the boss fight. And there's Model W. And Serpent! Well, well, it looks like you found me. I never could have imagined that little boy I met would survive this long. Serpent! It's a shame you're too late. Witness the power to control the world, the true form of Model W. That's got a nice golden skull. That's fun. Do you feel it? Its glorious presence is starting to rise. Even the precious biometal in your possession is insignificant compared to the might of Model W. Finally, the power is mine! All of it! Pandora! We have an honored guest favoring us with his presence. Take good care of him. I will. Project Haven is now in its final stage. Gaze upon the beginning of a brand new age! Model ZX, Mega Man, you will not interfere. Alright, so we took on Prometheus in the Guardian base. Now we're going to take on Pandora. She's a lot easier than Prometheus, if you ask me. She does have weaknesses. This is the thing about Prometheus' weakness that I didn't really mention. He is weak to electricity, but only during like one of his attacks when his body starts glowing red, because that's when he turns into a fire elemental. They're actually both elementals of two things. Pandora is both wind and ice, and Prometheus is both shadow and fire. And you can tell, like, their body color changes every now and then. Like, sometimes Pandora's body will be yellow, and sometimes it'll be blue. And that will actually dictate what she's supposed to be weak to at that specific moment, you know? As for Pandora, she's pretty basic. She likes to float around. She likes to shoot this ice snowman that bounces its top off that you want to dash through every now and then. The electricity homes in on you, but if you just, like, time your jumps right, you can dodge that no problem. And then there's this electricity bar that will hit you unless you do something about it. You can use Model F's, like, upward bullets to take it out quicker, but, you know, as long as you damage it, it will go away, and then Pandora will return so you can beat her up some more. But it's not really all that hard. The Z-Buster is your friend here, and, yeah. Destiny of Destruction? What are they trying to do? Vent! The Slither Inc. fleet is on the move! I couldn't stop the reawakening of Model W in time. Can you catch them? We'll do what we can. Hold on. What's this? There is a massive outbreak of Mavericks detected in the western region of Area D. The readings are off the chart and interfering with our ability to track Model W. Serpent! I've added the mission data for the Mavericks. Get prepared and start the mission ASAP. I'll do what I can to get a fix on Model W's signature. Do your best. Alrighty, so Mavericks have shown up in Area D, and they are also in an area that we haven't been to yet, next to Area D, and that is technically where we want to go next. But if you notice to the right of us, we are now breaching Area N. None of the later levels in this game require going to Area N, so this looks like an optional area. And I could stop the Mavericks going on in Area D. I could go after Model W and the bad guys, but, you know what? I'm kind of interested in what's over here. So Area N is a completely optional area. We do not really have to go here. We're just checking it out for the hell of it. Why not? And this place is very trippy. It also has reappearing, disappearing blocks. Oh, goody. I love these things. They're my favorite aspect of all Mega Man. And you gotta be careful with these reappearing, disappearing blocks. They're not really big on the fake-outs, so don't worry. But there are still spikes below them, and if you screw up the jump, if your dash jump doesn't make it, if you time it wrong, well, that's a one-hit kill, so watch out. But going through all these reappearing, disappearing blocks, we eventually make it to this room. And yeah, guess what that means, ladies and gentlemen? We got an optional boss to beat up. It's Omega Zero from Mega Man 03. Oh, shit! This is by far the hardest boss in the game. I think he's a lot faster than he was in Mega Man 03, but he's basically Zero. He can chain you with a whole bunch of slashes and get you into a combo stun, which drains your health like crazy. If you're going to refill your sub-tanks, now is the time, because this guy is very, very tricky. He shoots out a lot of projectiles when he swings in the air. He can ground pound to restore his health and create this beam around him. He has Z-Buster shots. There's a lot of moves under Omega's arsenal. And if you're not constantly watching out for his attacks, if you're not getting ready with that sub-tank in case you need it, he will drain your health a lot quicker than you'd think, you know? Having 4 life up upgrades will not save you from a complete ass-kicking. But luckily, I'm the great Clement, and I've beaten this punk before. So yeah, I know so many people kept asking about it since part 1. Literally since part 14, people were like, hey, did you know about the optional boss? Yes, I know about the option. God! That was Omega. What was he doing here? I don't really know. I don't know how he's back from the dead, or was back from the dead, but Omega is the original body of Zero. He is the original construct designed by Dr. Wily himself. It is revealed in the events of Mega Man 03 that Zero actually traded his consciousness with a fake body, and the original body was used by Dr. Wile during the Elf Wars. And it's pretty much Zero, only evil and bloodthirsty, and he has a massive Messiah complex. Like, his opening line is literally, I am the Messiah. And, if you think back to when Sigma met Zero during that flashback in X4, and when you think back to the bad ending of X5 when X has to fight Zero, evil, psychotic Zero is not a fun guy. So going down here, after you've beaten Omega, you can find yourself a little trinket, as well as some extra doors. He's not the only optional boss, ladies and gentlemen. The Game Boy Advance Game Pack Mega Man 03 is needed to open this door. Turn the power off, then insert the game pack. And for this door, you need Mega Man 04. The original DS could play Game Boy Advance games, and you could insert those games into the pack and then open these doors to fight the Mega Man 03 Mavericks and the Mega Man 04 Mavericks in Mega Man ZX. And the thing is, I'm recording this on a 3DS. I could not record emulators for Mega Man ZX. That's why it took so long to record this game in the first place. So I'm recording this on a 3DS, which means I can't really insert Mega Man 03 or 4 into it. But it is worth mentioning, if you own a DS, if you own 03 or 04, you can go into those rooms and fight Pegasolta Eclair, or Devil Bat Schilt, or, I never remember the names of these bosses. I can never remember the names of Mega Man Zero bosses, so just let you know, there's a lot of optional bosses in this game if you play this on the original DS and have a copy of 03 and 04, but we picked up a trinket, and we can't use it until after we've beaten the game and then save the file after doing so. But we'll see what's up with that rock in an extra video after we beat this thing. For now, though, folks, we will return in Part 17, and we will check out Area D.